Have you ever wondered if the quality of your attention determines the quality of your manifestation? Well, as we live in today's multitasking and fast-paced world, some of us may experience dispersed attention. We may be like birds seeking a thrill, flying from one colorful flower to another, but with no sense of long-lasting fulfillment. Others may feel a loss of attention, merging with the crowd and following their order. The attention from one's heart, higher consciousness, or dimensions becomes a rarity. Considering psychology, attention has always been an important skill to ensure our survival. To navigate through the harsh environment and adapt to different conditions, our ancestors built this vital muscle. Paying attention to the subtle sounds in the forest helped our ancestors survive. Their minds and bodies needed to be sharp to fight or escape from possible danger. Imagine a big tiger roaming in the forest and notice if you can feel any sensations in your legs or belly muscles. Paying enough attention to the external and internal signs and sensations helped them survive. Today, we still need to build this muscle to effectively respond to new conditions in the modern world. The quality of our attention that changes from moment to moment affects our decisions. To think quickly and make instant decisions, we mostly shift to our intuition. The logic is also important to set priorities. However, the attention is a beacon of light shining from the lighthouse and guiding us to the best decisions. We are the lighthouse that is full of creative life force. To make complex decisions, our attention to detail and the subtle inner processes is crucial. Knowing when to let go and not force any solutions requires awareness and flexibility. For example, the solution to a complex mathematical problem might pop up in the middle of the night when the solvers sleep. They may have tried to solve that problem for weeks by relying on theories, expertise, and experience. The creative life force enables them to use their knowledge to apply it in the right direction. It also connects them to the universal field of consciousness. This field has all of the answers to that particular mathematical problem. The outcome is the result of all of these visible and invisible processes. So, there are moments when they need to pay their attention to those sparkling insights that come to them effortlessly. Now, let's take a look at our inner talk. We might conclude that it is very negative many times. Our attention is the key that can lead us to the light bulb moment. Why don't we pay more attention to how we talk to ourselves? Why don't we talk compassionately the way we do to our supportive friend? Can you imagine yourself when someone gives you the complete attention? What body sensations would you feel in that situation? Can you relive the love, acceptance, or non-judgment? How does being heard, seen, and understood feel in your body? On the other hand, why don't we give ourselves complete attention? Giving ourselves complete attention is a radical movement. Many of us have been taught to put others first in many unhealthy ways, to pay attention to the external delusional world and its unrealistic expectations. When we give ourselves complete attention, it means that we are ready to illuminate and look at all parts of ourselves, the good and the bad, the hidden or the buried deep underneath the surface. This is a process of revealing the limited beliefs and what has been forced upon us. This is a process of releasing the old patterns, and it can be very challenging. However, if we shift our attention to the unknown, we can realize the things we haven't noticed before. We can choose compassion toward ourselves and others over fears and doubts. We move forward knowing ourselves, the truth of our being. There is no attention to covering something or wanting something in return because we are rooted in our truth, being. From the expansiveness of our truth, we become aligned with the universal flow, the vital force that flows through all living things. Through attention coming from our expansive being, we open and nurture the space for our growth. we get closer to the source of all manifestations. We manifest who we are. Now, let's expand further our knowledge about attention in a spiritual sense. Let's hear the story about the student and the master who can show us the wisdom and path of cultivating attention and life force. One day, a student approached his master and asked him, "How can I cultivate more life force to manifest my dream life?" The master smiled and said to him, "Pay attention to attention." The student, bewildered, unsure of what the answer meant, said, "I have wholeheartedly followed your guidance, but I can't see many fruitful results manifesting in my life right now. Sometimes it seems to me that all my practices have been in vain." Then the master looked at his eyes and said, "Whose guidance are you truly following? Who are you listening to deep within? What do you pay attention to?" One of the things that this story shows us is the importance of asking ourselves the deep questions, the ones that impact our subconscious mind and beyond, the ones that lead us to transformations, and the universal flow. The quality of our attention reveals to us the true guidance that we seek. Just like in the story, we might wonder when we would wake up and align with our manifestation path. We might consider our current role. Are we the student or the master? Maybe we are somewhere in between. Or we do not want to compare ourselves with the dualistic concept of the student and the master. Or we are still creating the space for the master to come. Our attention can lead us to embrace the fluidity and evolution of our unique self and path. Sometimes, we might find our attention is like a laser beam. The attention placed on one point can make us lose track of time. In this way, we can experience the flow and joy of creation while doing some activity such as playing our favorite instrument. After the completion, we won't be exhausted, but inspired. Other times, our attention can be like a radiant sun that illuminates the unknown, the uncertain, the inner world. The radiant beams can reach the depths and transform them layer by layer. It raises our awareness and helps us see the bigger picture. It is like the channel for the life force to arise and merge with our deepest call for manifesting a more conscious world. The world in which we are co-creators, transcending, evolving, and nurturing the planet Earth. Your attention can be something completely different compared to the previous experiences. While listening to this story, you might get valuable insights. What has caught your attention can lead you to your unique manifestation. Follow your authentic self that is not tied to assumptions, concepts, and other people's dogmas. Through direct experience, you can get to true knowing. Your authentic self will always find ways to show you the signs of how to manifest what benefits your greatest good and the greatest good of all. Believe in your manifestation powers. You are a conscious co-creator of your life. You are life.